Hello, nerdologists. Thank you for all of your wonderful comments and thoughts about Halloween and cosplaying and stuff. That was a really cool conversation. And I had no idea what I was going to talk about today until like 2 seconds ago when I decided I would talk about fandoms. Because last night I stayed up a lot later than I intended to because I was watching the election and I realized I was a politics fangirl last night. And that was weird because I hadn't really realized that you could be a fangirl of politics. But that was kind of the only way to describe it. I was kind of going into crazy fangirl mode towards the end there when I was getting progressively more sleep deprived. But it was a really great experience because I was following the election through like Facebook and Twitter and Tumblr and YouTube and all of these things. I don't have a TV in my room, so I was kind of relying on the internet. And so I think it's interesting that politics has come down to like, you can just follow it through the internet. Internet, I love you. What would my life be without you? I would not have a life without you. Anyways, I was getting slightly off topic. So I wanted to talk about the evolution of my fangirling. So I'm pretty sure the first thing I fangirled over was Harry Potter. I don't really remember fangirling before that. Maybe occasionally. Maybe I was like a Care Bear fangirl or something when I was young. But the first time like I realized what I was doing was fangirling was with Harry Potter, and I realized that you could fangirl over books and it was awesome. And then that transferred to the movies when the movies came out, though I didn't see myself as a movie fangirl. Like I was still definitely like books Harry Potter fangirl, and I just went to the movies because it was part of the fandoms. And so over the past like year or two, actually, my fangirling has expanded greatly. When the Avengers came out, I was fangirling over that despite the fact that I didn't watch the movie till like a month after it came out. But I was still like reblogging photo sets and stuff on Tumblr. I also didn't really realize that you could be a fangirl of a show. I'd liked shows before, but again, Tumblr allowing me to become like a real, true, crazy fangirl of shows. It definitely started with Doctor Who, probably. Definitely, probably Doctor Who. And then Tumblr told me that if I liked Doctor Who, I should watch Sherlock because everybody who was a Doctor Who fan was reblogging Sherlock. And you know what, Tumblr? Excellent recommendation. I love Sherlock now. And then the people who were reblogging Doctor Who and Sherlock told me that I should watch Supernatural. So I started watching that last Friday, and I'm currently like halfway through the first season, even though I have schoolwork I'm supposed to be doing. That's not important. Fangirling is clearly the more important thing here. So I've been watching lots of Supernatural. I was actually doing that while election results were coming in last night. I watched like 3 episodes of Supernatural. It's so good. Michelle, I don't know if you watch Supernatural. I know Chelsea does because she's been reblogging a lot of it on Tumblr, but you should watch it. So good. Um, Speaking of the elections, which I mentioned like a whole 10 seconds ago, yes, it's a segue. It counts, even though it wasn't very segue-ish. Just roll with it. When I was waiting for election results, I was getting really nervous, but it felt like a familiar feeling. And I'm like, why is this familiar? I've never like fangirled over politics before. And then I realized that waiting for election results is a lot like watching a football game where you really want one team to win, but you're not sure if they're going to win or not. And it wasn't until last week that I realized I was a football fangirl, which is weird because I'm in the marching band and I've been following Notre Dame like football for, well, really for 4 years, though I kind of casually followed it before then. But to me, football was just like such a mainstream thing. I didn't realize you could fangirl over it, but you can. You can. So many feels. I was feeling lots and lots of feels last week because Notre Dame was really sucking a lot. And it was sad. And I wanted to leave, but I couldn't because, then they wouldn't pay for me to go to whatever bowl game we're going to go to. Keep your fingers crossed for a good bowl game. But I was just like, I'm feeling all the feels. And people are like, Caroline, are you okay? And I'm like, no, there are too many emotions. It's like, very stressful. And I found it weird that people weren't freaking. Okay, people were freaking out, but I think I took it to the next level because of my familiarity with freaking out and fangirling and feeling lots of emotions. Though usually fangirling, there are some good emotions in there, like the awkwardness and the tension, like are cool. But with football, when you're losing, they're just really bad feelings. So that was a new fangirl experience. This video has gone on really long now, so I'm going to end it here. Chelsea and Michelle, if you would care to share like strange things that you fangirl over, not your typical things, I would be really interested in knowing like what all it is you get excited about that isn't books and movies and things like that. Though if you want to talk about that, you should definitely talk about that too. And I will see you all next week. Bye.